when you started learning to drive, did you buy a car and start driving? Or did you like maybe take more than, I don't know, 4 hours of training?
No, I don't know. I probably just got in a car one day and took it, but
No, you didn't. Come on.
There was a time I ended up in Broadview Heights jail.
I'm Ryan Gresham, and this is Gun Talk Nation. Gun Talk Nation is brought to you by Safariland, Military Armament Corporation, Range Ready, Savage, and Guns and Gear. So, Chris, I was at Gunsight one time for a media event, and you've been to Gunsight.
Yeah.
A bunch of times. It's Gunsight, great training facility out there in Arizona. But we were doing some media event, and it's a big place, so they'll have multiple classes and events going on at the same time. And everybody kind of comes back to the same big pavilion to eat your lunch.
Yeah, I've been there.
Eat your sandwich, right? So everybody's kind of hanging out. Well, could be 3 or 4 different classes going on at the same time, and everyone's eating lunch pretty much at the same time, I think. Kind of overlaps with each other.
Sure.
And then that's when you see other people like, oh, what are you here for? Oh, precision rifle. Oh, I'm here for this or whatever. And so I look up and I see James Yeager, the trainer.
Really?
And I'm like, James, you're not here for I think it was a Mossberg event. You're not here for the Mossberg event, are you? No, man, I'm just here. I'm just doing some training. Like, are you just taking a class? He goes, yeah, I'm taking the 250 pistol class. That's their basic 5-day. I mean, it's a 5-day class, but it's their first, pistol one. I call it pistol one. I was like, no kidding. And I talked to the Gunsight guys. They're like, yeah, he just paid his money and came. He wanted to come train. He'd never been to Gunsight. He wanted to see how we did it. And I thought, that's pretty cool, because a lot of times in the tactical training community, people have their way of doing things, and it's a lot of, there's a lot of butt sniffing.
Oh, yeah.
Of like these guys of like, but is he super tactical? Was he a Ranger in SEAL Team Delta?
Right.
So I thought that was pretty cool. So you just got back from some training, you and our other range instructor guys. And so I thought we'd talk about it.
Yeah, a majority of my illustrious crew was there. There was 6 of us total, including myself. We were out at SIG Sauer, and I've been there to train before, but it's been a long time, and I can't believe how fun it was.
SIG Sauer Academy. Now, what's funny about you, well, one of the things that's funny about you, Chris, is you are the director of training content, producer of training content here, right?
Yes.
And you tell me that you have no certifications? Is that a joke?
I mean, I have a bunch of certifications. They're all older than dirt. And I mean, I have books and books full of certificates and certifications. And I mean, federal, state, local, gosh. I have a lot. I mean, I just haven't had one in a long time, and I just got a new one. And we not only did we get the new one, but we achieved the illustrious patch, which means you went above and beyond.
All right, so this was pretty cool. We obviously we know some of the guys at SIG. I've been to SIG Academy before. I haven't taken a class there. I've just filmed. What was the class, and how'd this come about?
Well, this was their pistol instructor class, and I really wanted to get the boys out there because, honestly, the boys have only trained with me. Since I'm not really certified.
The boys. So the boys are not Chris's sons, exactly,
Taylor,
not officially.
Taylor, Brad, Shane, Gabe.
These are the guys who help
Chuck.
out with our classes and events and stuff.
And Chuck's a year older than me, but he's still one of the boys. And So anyhow,
our training cadre.
We did. We took my firstborn. My firstborn part of the group. Taylor, Brad, Shane, Gabe.
Yeah,
and of course Chuck, who's kind of a recent addition, but he's local and he's here. And he's retired and he's available. And
he's done quite a bit of training too.
He is a diehard trainer. He is also in love with SIG Sauer and their training and their stuff. I mean, he's been to a lot of their classes, and he knew that it was going to be challenging. And had I known it was going to be that challenging, I wouldn't have had all the boys shoot the X macros. I mean, we probably could have done a little better with full-size guns.
Yeah, this is not really. Yeah, I mean, like 5 days of pistol instruction. You guys went through 1,500 rounds each.
Just about, yeah.
You guys chose to shoot not necessarily full-size range guns.
Yeah, we shot compact guns. And
why is that?
Well, you train hard to fight easy, and the boys are everybody's always looking for that advantage. You know, they want the fanciest trigger, the fanciest sights. They want the customized grip. They want everything tricked out so it's easy. Well, when you do a 5-day class like that and you shoot a production gun, and I shot iron sights. I was the only one in the class that shot iron sights out of 10.
Old man.
Yeah. I struggled on the distance shots. I'm not going to lie to you. I had 3 line cutters, and they don't count line cutters at all on the qualification. So I actually got the lowest qualification of our entire group. So I was proud of that. Not proud for myself, but proud of all the boys for beating me on that. But iron sights is a challenge, and when the sun's not right, I could literally not see the bodies of the sights. I was just having to put my colored dot down in that notch and just kind of send it.
Mm-hmm.
And SIG targets have it's a non-visible scoring area on that high center chest. So you're kind of guessing where it is, and that would entail a whole nother set of vision.
Well, that's
skills.
That's on purpose though, right? They don't want you looking at that, I imagine.
Yeah, they don't. You're going to shoot See, that's the thing. They didn't really talk about a lot of defensive stuff. They don't like to do that, and I understand because they get a lot of different people. So, but we nonetheless still used a humanoid target, which was a photocopy of a human, and we were shooting high center chest because that makes sense. But yeah, it was fantastic. The instructors were amazing. I think probably there was like three revelations that I had. Revelations.
Revelations?
3 revelations that I had. I know.
Words.
I'm thinking words have meanings. Oh my gosh. So the first one was, man, I was really proud of the boys because they kicked butt. And then I realized that, man, the boys really don't have any training other than being with me for the last 3 years.
And that's important. You have to have a variety of training. I think that we've said it before, probably on some of these shows, is like when you go to a class, you think it's great. If it's your first one, probably it's great. Even if you went to somewhere where we know it's not the best out there, you're still like, this is great. I learned a lot.
Yeah.
And then you go to another one and another one. And then you start going, well, I like what he did, but I didn't like what they did. And you realize that the people who have the dogma, there is this way to run a slide. There's this way to hold a gun. There's this way to press a trigger. Probably they've been to one class or lots of classes from the same person.
Yeah. Well, and the third thing that was amazing. So number one, I trained them and I gave them solid fundamentals, which is what I give everybody in all our classes here. If you don't have a solid foundation, you can't really build on it. You have to be able to shoot first. And then the last thing that I was impressed with was how similar we were doing. But, SIG Sauer and the people that ran SIG Academy many, many, many years ago, they heavily influenced the United States Federal Air Marshals.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. So they had a lot of those people up there.
Is that because the Air Marshals were carrying SIGs? I know a lot of times to get a federal contract on selling guns to some group, you include training in that.
Yeah, and I'm not sure how that all played out, but those big players like George Harris and all them, they influenced my shooting through that. They ultimately ended up at SIG working there, so SIG kind of morphed into that. So I was really surprised how similar everything was.
Was George an Air Marshal?
No, he just ran SIG Academy.
Oh, okay.
But anyways, I couldn't believe how similar it is to what we're doing, what I've been doing for so many years. It was uncanny. But man, I learned so many little details. Here again, you're always learning how to say something different, do something different, do it a little bit better, or because different isn't wrong. I was a field training officer in police work. Different isn't wrong. Just because someone doesn't do it the way you do it doesn't mean it's wrong. And man, everybody, the boys we took so many notes, we wrote so many things down. We're going to incorporate some new things in the training. There was things that they did that I used to do that I forgot how to do.
Like
I mean,
what?
just so many things, like certain drills, just little drills that we did that I really, when we started doing 2-day classes here, I just didn't have time to do it all. So I haven't been doing it for so long. But now that we're back to 3-day classes, we can add all that stuff back.
Let's talk about that. So it's funny, you guys. We've got Range Ready, rangereadystudios.com is our training division, and we have released a batch of new classes on the fall schedule, and we got more coming. We got more coming for the fall. We got more coming in the spring. So I know everybody's like, do you have more classes? Yes, there'll be more. We're going to add them. We're not going to wait so long this time. We'll be adding more. But there's quite a bit of discussion of should it be a 1-day class? Should it be a 2-day class? A 3-day class? Should it be on a weekend? Should it be on a weekday? Because we're trying to accommodate you guys and gals who want to come train. And it's hard to make it perfect. Like it's not going to work for everybody, but we do a 2-day class and we'd say, man, if we just had a 3rd day, just imagine how much better they could get.
Right. And that's the whole idea. It's because my classes were 3 days back in the day. We got so much done. I trained so many gunfighters. And I think it's time to just do it, because the problem is we get so many people that don't know what they're doing come to a class that we have to go back to square one anyways in order to limp them along. So why don't we just go from soup to nuts, have the full meal deal, show everybody, what they need to know. And some of them are going to know it. And honestly, if you already know it, or if you have a pretty good idea what it is, what great practice time, because now you're not learning the whole thing.
Right.
Right.
There's nothing wrong with going back to the basics.
That's what they call it.
I know you have a whole thing about that, but I mean, I step into our classes and I'll just run stuff it's pretty basic for me. Okay, draw, shoot 2 shots into the body or whatever. And you go, but you're thinking about your draw, you're thinking about your grip, you're thinking about your trigger press, you're thinking about your sights, and you're not trying to do whiz bang stuff.
SIG was no different.
Really?
I mean, that's all we did. We stuck to the fundamentals the entire time. There is no advanced training, only advanced applications of the basics. I mean, then we did one hand, then we did the other hand, then we did reload drills, and we did some movement. But nonetheless, every one of them comes down to sights on target, press trigger.
Yeah.
I mean, what else is there? I mean, if you can't make shots, you can't do anything else. I mean, you can play along, but you're going to suck. I mean, it's a true thing.
So it's a 5-day course.
Yes.
That's a lot of days of shooting a gun.
Yeah, I have some worn through holes on I have one worn through hole on this hand. My hands feel pretty good. The boys were like, man, how do you shoot these little guns all the time? I said, well, that's why I'm so good when I pick up bigger guns. When I shoot bigger guns and I shoot guns that have better triggers and better ergonomics, or, just a little more, luxurious. It's like driving a little car is a little more difficult than driving a little bigger car, maybe that's got a little better suspension and stuff. I don't know. Hell, it's something.
That's something to talk about, because people they're like, well, this is my gun. And I was telling somebody who'd come in here, I was like, what I really think is cool is not that you shoot really well with your tricked out gun. What I think is really cool is when you could pick up any gun and run it. And there's a difference between, like, the car analogy, right? The way you can drive a 1989 Ford Taurus on a track versus the way you can drive a Corvette on a track is different.
Sure.
But you have to know that going in. It's like, okay, this is kind of how fast I can go with this machine. Same for guns. I'm going to need a little extra sight picture, or I'm going to have to really just keep pressing this trigger because the trigger is not good, or the trigger's a long pull, or it's heavier, or whatever it is.
Grip's going to have to be stronger because the trigger really sucks.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm going to shoot the World Shoot again here, you know, end of September into October. We got the NRA World Shooting Championships coming up. And that's exactly what those skills are for, going to a match like that where you're going to shoot all those different guns. They're just factory guns, straight out of the box, laid on the table. And that's where the one-trick ponies have really hard times.
Let's talk more about that after the break. Introducing Safariland's latest upgrade to its award-winning inside-the-waistband holster, the Incog X Cordura wrapped holster, now featuring rugged Cordura fabric for next-level concealment and durability. Available in multicam, black multicam, and woodland. Designed for optics-ready pistols, the Incog X supports red dots while maintaining a slim profile. It's not just tactical, it's tailored. The Cordura wrap adds a custom feel to the holster, letting you blend in or stand out. You can learn more at Safariland's website. Check it out, the new Incog X Cordura wrapped holster. Let me tell you about some of my favorite guns from Military Armament Corporation, or MAC, as many know them. The MAC 9 DS is a double-stack 1911, and in fact, they have an entire line of these double-stack 1911s. Surprisingly affordable. The MAC 5 and MAC 5K are a roller-delayed blowback 9mm pistol inspired by a firearms icon, and they take MP5 mags, if you know what I mean. See more at millarmamentcorp.com. If you're listening to this show, you probably like guns, but how many classes have you take to make you a better shooter? And that's what we do at Range Ready Studios. Range Ready is a premium firearms training academy in Robert, Louisiana, and it's here at the Gun Talk headquarters. We've got a range out back, actually several ranges. We've got classroom, we've got a shoot house, and we've got some of the best instructors around. And I promise, when people come here, the reviews are 5-star. They love it, and they improve on their shooting. You can learn more at rangereadystudios.com, and I'll tell you a trick. Sign up for the email list, because you guys that sign up for the email list are the first to hear about our new classes, and they sell out quick. If you're like me, you love 22s and you love lever actions, and Savage has a new one called the Revel. It's a sleek modern take on the classic lever action rimfire rifle. Now they have two versions. They have the Classic and they have the DLX, kind of the deluxe version. The Classic has an oversized lever loop, nice walnut stock. The DLX, a little bit more modernized features and aesthetic, and it has a threaded barrel. This comes in 22, 22 Magnum, 17 HMR, smooth action, nice trigger, very fun, and both of these are quick takedown, perfect for a backpack rifle. Go learn more over at savagearms.com. Want to hear about the latest and greatest in the world of guns? Well, 17 seasons of Guns and Gear, and we are back with another one. You can watch it live on Wednesday nights on the Outdoor Channel, or tune in on all the Gun Talk online channels to see what we're up to. Guns, optics, ammo, we test it all, we interview experts, and we showcase it to you. The latest and the greatest, a new season of Guns and Gear out now. I wasn't even planning for this to be a segue to talk about the World Shoot, but it kind of is a perfect segue.
It's great timing.
Because, yeah, pick up any pistol. Let's lay 10 of them out there, and there's a DASA, there's a Glock, there's a 1911, there's a revolver, there's whatever. Pick them all up and shoot them. If you can do that and shoot all of them pretty well, that's pretty impressive to me. But if you're like, I'm really awesome with my Terran Tactical Innovations gun, and that's the only gun I own, that's fine, but it doesn't mean you're real versatile.
Yeah, and that happens a lot. People get, remember what I say, beware the man with one gun. He probably knows how to use it. And that's great. But when you don't have your one gun, you still have to make other guns work.
Yeah, you can't just be spraying and praying. So the World Shoot is an interesting event because no one brings their own guns, correct?
Correct.
All the guns are provided?
Yeah. One year they did a division where you could bring your own guns to compete in the challenges, and it really wasn't great. Nobody thought it was fair, and they never did it again.
Okay.
So that happened once. But yeah, the guns are all supplied, the ammo is supplied, and the courses of fire are what they are. There's 12 different disciplines over 3 or 4 days. For me, it's like Top Shot in a weekend.
12 different disciplines. So, like, what type of disciplines?
Well, there's 5 stand. There might be trap. There might be sporting clays. There'll be small bore, like bullseye. There'll be, single-handed, 45 bullseye. There'll be 2 gun, maybe 3 gun, probably not. There'll be a Bianchi stage, like the falling plates. They'll have long-range precision. They'll have intermediate precision, USPSA, cowboy action.
Everything.
Oh, yeah. And I wish I could remember it all, but it's like all like biathlon. That'll be in there. Yeah, it's fun.
Wow. So why do you keep going to this shoot? Because this seems like the one that you'd never want to miss.
Yeah, it is. It's the only match I've shot consistently since it started. I didn't shoot it during the COVID years because they didn't have it. And I only missed one, and it was because I had cancer. I think it was the very first world shoot.
It's a lame excuse.
Yeah, I know, right? I mean, you're just dying. You're not dying. You're just dying. I mean, you could have gone. I won a match with no hair. So, anyways, that was straight after. Anyhow, so yeah, the world shoot's cool. I'm going. It's in Indianapolis this year. I guess they're going to keep it there. Last year they had it. It was a little too early in the spring. It was really, really cold, wicked cold. We had rain, we had snow, we had frost, we had wind. It was just miserable. It's at some military base up there.
What, West Virginia?
No, it's in Indiana. It's just outside of Indianapolis. And we did. I went up there. Gib and I went because everybody knows Gilbert Francis O'Neill. So Gib and I were up there. I think like the boys would love it, but see, they're still kind of one-trick ponies. They're really glued to those competition guns. They love shoot competition, but they love their guns.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Our young guys, the instructors, as Chris calls them, the boys, they're fantastic. And what's funny is we've had people customers who've come, and they said, at first I thought, oh, these young guys are going to be, full of themselves, not helpful, whatever. They said it was just the opposite. They're completely great, friendly, helpful. Now, but they are kind of that like
they're amazing.
Striker fired, red dot shooting pistol guys.
Oh yeah, they love their dots.
So they do fall into that.
They love their red dots.
Yeah,
it's ridiculous. But yeah, so the world shoot's a big deal. I'm going out, going to meet Gib up there. I'll be driving up. I wish anybody that wants to sign up for that should sign up for it. I'm not sure. It used to fill up really fast all the time, but I mean, it probably costs $450, and then it's a few days up there and hotels and stuff.
That's not terrible considering that all the guns and ammunition is provided.
Correct, which is cool. So you kind of just go, you show up, and you shoot your game. And they have an amateur division. They have one half of the field will be amateurs. The other half will be professionals. Of course, I get lumped in the professionals because I've been a semi-pro ever since I was on Top Shot.
You need to do worse, and then you could be an amateur.
I know, but then if you honestly, I think if you shoot in the amateur division, you get spanked even harder because some of those people really can shoot. And what makes you an amateur is you have to have no money comes from any other company or sponsor. So you have no sponsor, which is easy for a lot of those guys. They don't get anything.
Right.
And I could be an amateur right now. I don't get any money from anybody or anything, right?
Yeah.
However, everybody would just kill me if I tried to even pull off an amateur.
Come on.
I usually finish around the top 20. I've been anywhere from like 17 to 22, something like that, 25. And considering I don't shoot any of those disciplines, I do no practice.
That's what I was going to say. How do you prepare for something like that?
If I do practice anything, what I'll do is I'll do the one-handed bullseye stuff because I shake like a chihuahua passing razor blades. I'm not kidding either. And it's like, that is my worst one. It is the worst stage for me every time. I just can't do that 25-yard one-handed shot.
25 yards one-handed. What kind of gun are they shooting?
Last year we had Kimbers. There was some kind of
1911 9
fancy
millimeters?
1911. No, yeah, they were 9s last year. I think they were 9s last year. We usually have 45s.
You know why you shoot a 45?
Because I don't sit to pee. I don't know.
Because
Why?
they don't make a 46.
No, because they don't make yes, because they don't make a 46. I mean, right.
That's a FUD joke.
Oh, my God.
Hey, look, FUDs, why do they say FUD like it's a bad thing?
I don't know.
Elmer Fudd is awesome.
I are one.
That dude is great.
Yes,
He's just hunting wabbits, man. Jeez.
I did get ripped on at SIG for shooting iron sights. They're like,
you?
and then I shot a red dot for half of one day.
And how did that go?
I'm literally just whittling out a hole.
Listen, everybody.
Target.
Chris doesn't want to admit he shot great with a red dot.
Yeah, they're like, apparently you know how to pull a trigger. You just can't see the sights. I didn't believe you at first. But yeah, it's like, I mean, I shoot good enough, so I let it fly.
I don't know why you're such a curmudgeon about this.
Oh man, I don't know. I've got that one new red dot on that pistol though, and I kind of like it.
Don't admit it. I shoot better, faster, more accurate with the red dot, but I don't like them.
Yeah.
That's Chris Cerino.
Yeah, that's exactly what I would say.
No, I like them. I've gotten over the whole, I can't find the dot, I'm slower with the dot. I'm comfortable with the dots now.
Yeah, I am too. I just don't like that it has a battery. I mean,
I don't trust the damn electronics.
Well, I mean, everybody that's listening right now has already seen all the ads for that new safe that doesn't take any batteries and it opens when you want it to open and it's fast and everything and no batteries. They might say no batteries like 6 times.
Mm-hmm.
And then whoever's opening it in the ad pulls out a gun with a red dot on it. And you know the freaking dot's dead.
Yeah. No batteries.
No batteries. Not in my safe, but in my gun. That's okay. I mean, I don't know. I am what I am. I'm not ripping on it. I think it's great. And honestly, we only had like 2 dots go down this week at class. I mean, hey.
5 days is it's a great test of gear.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's great. We did have a fiber optic fall out, but the guys tried to make fun of me. They're like, oh, look, an iron sight's failing. I'm like, it's just a ghost ring when the fiber optic falls out. It still works.
Yeah, it's still there.
It still works. And mine didn't. My fiber optic didn't fall out of my one pistol, but I only shot that one for half a day. And
any other gear issues you guys saw?
Just the mags jamming up on people because of all the dust, dropping the mags and all that dust. I mean, gear maintenance is a real thing.
Yeah.
Lubing up once in a while. My gun, I have that favorite oil mine, and my gun stays wet. I mean, it just stayed wet all week.
WD-40.
Oh yeah, I love it. I put it on everything. I put it on my eggs.
Little dab behind the ears.
Oh no, that's Hoppies. But somebody did whip out a bottle of Hoppies, and I was like, "Ooh, old number 9." I haven't seen a bottle of that in a while. It was fun. We had a good time. Our classes are 3 days now. We got some more stuff going on. That's going to be rifle and pistol.
Yep.
And DPI, diagnostic pistol instructor. So we get an extra day of diagnostic pistol instructor in. And the carbine class that I'm going to be teaching is going to be like the certification, 3-day certification I used to run in Ohio for the state. So that means that anybody that's looking to get sufficient training with a carbine to be able to put one in their patrol car and be able to use it, agencies could send them down. Nice. I don't know what Louisiana's, thing is, but for us, it was, 24 hours was plenty to get somebody jammed up.
So it could be something for law enforcement. It qualifies them to carry a carbine.
Yeah, and if they have a qual they want to bring down with them, we'll shoot that at the end of the class. We'll shoot it. Let's say, hey, let's qual you out. Let's fill out your paperwork if they want to. And
we also added a 1-day basic pistol.
Yeah, Saturdays. It's going to be nice.
Saturdays, because sometimes people they don't
want to blow the whole weekend.
Yeah, they're like, can I just do a whole 2 days? I'm like, well, yeah. Like I feel like people go, well, why do I have to do that? I'm like, when you started learning to drive, did you buy a car and start driving? Or did you maybe take more than, 4 hours of training?
No, I don't know. I probably just got in a car one day and took it, but
no, you didn't. Come on.
There was a time I ended up in Broadview Heights jail. So, but I wasn't driving.
It wasn't. I could explain, officer.
I can explain that. We were little kids. We didn't know any better. It was so much fun.
It's back in the day when they would pull you over and say, hey, you're screwing up.
Yeah, go home.
Be careful. Go home.
Yeah, go home. Except that time the car was wrecked, so we had to go to jail.
Hey, have you been drinking? Listen, drive home, go slow, I'll follow you.
That's right. Be careful. I mean, I don't know. Maybe the booze wasn't as strong back then. I don't know. Something about it, but the world was a different place, and you could actually make mistakes without losing your entire career and your entire life for making a bad move.
All right, so 1-day pistol is available now. We got a 3-day pistol. We've got a carbine. What about, I'm curious, you guys, I'm going to say these words. Let me know what you think. Defensive shotgun. Are you interested in defensive shotgun course? Like a 2-day class. 2-day?
Yeah, you can't do much more than that.
Yeah.
I mean,
12 gauge.
You shoot bird shot. You shoot some buckshot for patterns and for some challenges, on steel. Mm-hmm. But for the most part, you just run one of those defensive shotgun classes with bird shot. The last defensive shotgun class I ran was for Crimson Trace for their engineers. It was a long time ago. It was in Oregon.
Mm-hmm.
And I haven't run a defensive shotgun class since then. So, yeah, it's been a while. I love my pump action shotguns.
Like running like a pump shotgun class, you're thinking through it the whole time, keeping the tube full. Is there one in the chamber? Just all that stuff. It's very tactile, not tactical, but tactile. You're kind of like, you're making the gun run.
Yeah, it's a real hammer. It's a tool. It's a machine that you got to work it. Mm-hmm. You got to work it. You got to be rough with it and all that. It's kind of fun.
What else, Chris?
Well, you know what? I think it's good. I mean, I would highly recommend that anybody's thinking about going up to SIG goes there, though.
Yeah.
I mean, if you can foot it and go up there for a class, however many days or whatever, if you can do it, I will think that unless you don't know anything, it will exceed your expectations. They exceeded mine, and I am very hard to please.
Yeah, you are. Well, and that's the thing. We always say, look, I don't care. We would like you to come train with us, but also just go get some training.
You should go everywhere.
Go everywhere.
Well, the SIG guys want to come down here now. They're like, oh, my God, we want to come and train with you guys. I'm like, yeah, you got to come down. And they're like, yeah, we'll bring a couple more with us.
Awesome.
Yeah, I mean, why not? I mean, that's what everybody should cross-pollinate. I mean, they're doing the same thing we're doing.
Yep.
They've got a big facility up there. They've got the ability to do a lot of things. They've got a lot of manpower. I mean, it's a big company.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Well, all right then. We hope you guys enjoyed it, and go get some training. We'll see you next time on Gun Talk Nation.